I don't judge meditation by how long you meditated. Judge by how deep you went in your meditation. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Abundant Ross, in the building, back to remind you how abundant you are, I am, and we are. My mission here is to create, and my purpose is to create, inspire, and uplift. And I hope you find value in this video today. But I'm gonna get right into it. I wanted to talk to you guys about defeat and failure and what to do when meeting temporary defeat. And I want to emphasize the word temporary because you are just going through a temporary defeat. There's no such thing as permanent defeat unless you allow that to be. Okay? So I have a couple 1-2 notes right here. So the first thing you need to do when meeting temporary defeat is you gotta draw upon that higher power, man. You gotta call on Jah, Allah, Jesus, whatever you subscribe to. And you gotta draw upon that higher power, because right now when you're meeting temporary defeat, it's because you are in your lowest self right now. You are in your fear space, and fear is very powerful and it gets a lot of people. So don't feel bad if you're experiencing fear, feelings of unworthiness. You just have to draw on that higher power, okay? You gotta pray, get on your knees, pray. Thank God. What I've been doing is, instead of asking God to give me more material wealth or possessions, I'm trying something new where I thank God for what I already have. You know, I say, thank you, God, and give me the strength to be worthy of what I already have right now. And it's been a game changer, guys. It's been so different, just changing that frame of questioning, you know? And speaking of changing frame of questioning, why be defeated? Why even call it a defeat? You know what I mean? It's like failure can always be a blessing in disguise. When I lost everything, I moved back home, I'm like, oh, I had no job, I'm living at home with my parents, but I have to look at the blessings in disguise. I have time to grind. I have parents that are even letting me live here. I'm not entitled to shit. You're not entitled to shit, okay? You're not entitled to anything. You're not entitled to see tomorrow. You're not entitled to this bed that you woke up in. You're not entitled to anything. And that's where we get it fucked up. We think, at least myself, I know I did. I had this false sense of entitlement, like I'm entitled to, you know, views or subscribers or fame, money, whatever it may be. But that's just the ego, guys. That's the ego. The ego is not your amigo, but you can kind of try to find a healthier relationship with the ego. Work with it, you know what I mean? The next thing to do is state the problem that you're experiencing, right? You're experiencing temporary defeat, failure, whatever you want to call it. But what's the real problem? Have you sat down in a quiet room and meditated on what the actual problem is? Is the problem you're broke, or is the problem you think you're broke and that you need to keep up with the Joneses to look like you're doing better than you are, or feel like you need to drive that car to impress your friends, or you feel like you need to buy designer clothes, Gucci, to look like you have wealth to people that don't really give a fuck about you. So really state the problem. What's the real problem here? It's usually deeper than the money problem. It probably comes from the habits. I'm sure there's something that you could cut out that isn't good for you that would also aid in fixing your problem. It's just something to think about. The next thing to do when meeting temporary defeat, once you've drawn on that higher power, that God power, that prayer power. I did a video on prayer. Go check it out. you've changed your mindset of why be defeated? Why do you have to be defeated? Defeat means giving up. This is just temporary failure. Defeat to learn and grow and come back stronger, right? State the real problem, the root of the problem. What's the root of the problem here? Dig deep. Go real deep and figure it out. The problem is always within us because the answer is always within us. Okay? So, and once you've done that, you found the problem, you stated the problem to God and yourself. The next thing to do is ask God for specific answers in the form of feelings. So ask God for the answers to feel what you want, not the actual tangible number or material result, but ask for the feeling of what you would feel if you got out of that debt, if you bought that car, bought that house. What would it feel like? Really meditate on the feelings, feel it wash over you, visualize how you would feel with that, with whatever you're asking God for, whether it be a house, car, whatever it may be. Ask in the form of feelings. Feelings are much more powerful. Prayer has a lot more power when you add feeling to it. I made this mistake for a very long time of praying or doing affirmations, but kind of passively in the background. But if you actually really laser focused on your meditation, your affirmation, and your prayer, and you didn't get up from your prayer until you felt it in your heart, actually felt that feeling, and you'll know when you had an empty meditation or not. I don't judge meditation by how long you meditated. Judge by how deep you went in your meditation. Once you've done that, you believe through God. Faith. Faith is the only thing, guys, that is stronger than fear. The devil can't win when you have faith and you have faculty of your mind and you think for yourself and you have good, positive, optimistic faith. The devil can't thrive there. He lives in negative thoughts. He lives in fear. The devil lives in inadequacy, in shame and guilt and unworthiness. You're abundant. You're an abundant being. We all are abundant. Look, you gotta appreciate God for how I appreciate God that I don't have to worry about where I'm gonna sleep tonight. You know what I mean? Think about that. Someone in the world, a homeless person, doesn't know where they're gonna sleep tonight, doesn't know where their next meal is coming from. But God gave you everything so you wouldn't have to worry about these things and you can just enjoy His creation. Enjoy your uniqueness that you bring to the world. God put all these problems aside so we can appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's almost a disservice to God to be in a state of worry and fear, anxiety. And trust me, I am the king of anxiety, you know, and not trusting the God or faith or the universe. I was always hard-headed in my ego that I make shit happen.
I'm the man, I'm a manly man.
A masculine man. But masculinity isn't about being a brute. It's about being stoic and staying in your calm masculine frame, like a tree. Go check out my video explaining being your best version in less than a minute. I refer to how a tree isn't trying to be its best version of a tree. It just is, and it withstands the winds, the snowstorms, the rains of time, and it stays still, and it still flourishes throughout each season. It makes it through the hard season, the winters, the bad winters. They don't go inside, cover up a coat. They stand the wind and the pain of the winters, and they're there to bloom and flourish for the summers. So Jim Rohn said it best: know how to handle the winters and the summers, all the seasons. The winters are what matters. That's when we all get depressed, you know? Some people like the winters. It depends on your mindset. We'll review it one more time. Step 1, you draw on that higher power. You ask yourself, why be defeated? Why? Who said that you're defeated? And what defines defeated? Because my definition of defeated might be different than yours. Defeated to me is giving up, crying, and never trying again. Temporary failure is getting beaten down, knocked down a few steps, but using that fuel to come back better. 3, state the problem. Identify the problem. The real problem. Ask specific answers in the form of feelings. Okay? We're not doing any more surface words, you know? We're not doing words that don't hit. We're using feelings. They're way more powerful. Trust me. Give it a try. Tell me how you feel. And this last step is the most important step. Believe through God. I can't stress the importance of having faith. Faith in God, faith in the universe, faith in you. Faith alone can move mountains, guys. You have to believe in faith, and you have to believe in God. It's the only way. You can't rely on yourself anymore. When you're at that low place, when you feel like you've been defeated, what else can you look to? You've already given up. But God, the universe, is like a tree. He's still standing. He's always there for you. And I know you can't see it now, but whatever you're going through is part of a bigger plan than you. And whatever your plan is so small. You are so small. A little speck in the universe. So lose yourself. Have faith. Lose yourself in the process. Enjoy life. The little moments, the little things. I just did some yoga right now. I can't tell you the feeling yoga provides for one's mind, body, and soul. We'll get into that in another video, guys. That was my message for today. Hope you guys found some value. This is something that is very passionate to me right now, and I hope even one person listening to this can benefit from this, or just know they're not alone, you know, in feeling like giving up. When you need motivation, turn on this video, turn on one of my other motivational videos, and kick back. Let's vibe, let's love each other, let's support each other, keep going within. I love you guys. Peace.